Welcome back, baseball fans. We got the National League North today, and we have the Cubs-Cards rivalry. And it's not going that well, as the Cubs won the first two games in Busch Stadium in St. Louis, came back and won Game 3 at home. They're going for the sweep. Cardinals had a rough start for the year, and it's been rougher and rougher, and it's the roughest right now. Cubs started out great. They kind of went in a little slump, and they're trying to get back to mediocrity. They're currently sitting at 500. They need to get this sweep to go to the All-Star break, game over 500, and have an outside chance of slipping into the playoffs as a wild card. Cardinals, it's just been a terrible year. So the Cardinals are now just trying to play spoiler and knock the Cubs out of any chance for a postseason. The Cardinal failures this year are the fastest team. They have 4 AA Steelers on their team: Lou Brock, Wally Backman, Willie McGee, Ozzie Smith. But they play in a division where the Pirates have Manny Sanguine and a -2 arm behind the plate. The Cincinnati Reds have Johnny Bench and his -4 arms. And the Cubs today catch Randy Hundley, who would have probably won more Gold Gloves if Johnny Bench wasn't in the same league with him and taking all the Gold Gloves away from Hundley potentially. Hundley's got a -3 arm, and that puts Jody Davis on the bench for most of this series, just because, you know, once you take the Cardinals' base stealing threat away, it's pretty much over for them. Now, the Cardinals had some success against Cincinnati when they decided they would just run every time against Bench, because they just didn't care about his arm, and said, look, we got to do this because we don't have much power. And they went up 3-1 in a series against the Reds, ultimately to lose in 7. So that's where we're at today. And for the Cardinals, Chuck Taylor will take the mound. And for the Cubs, he pitched Game 1. He's coming back on short rest in a Game 4 potential clincher in Wrigley Field. We got Fergie Jenkins. Let's get started. From Chicago, Lou Brock leads it off. 1-9 is a base hit, and they're going to just come out and start that way with a stolen base attempt, and he steals second. Wally Backman skies the left. Hernandez skies the right. Joe Torre skies it into right X. This is Hickman. He's a 3-9, and he makes the play. All right, Gary Matthews, 2-3, rolls a short. Gross, 1-9, rolls a second. And Glenn Beckert with a base hit. 2 outs, Billy Williams, 1-8. Let's check out Billy Williams' card here. Billy Williams with a base hit, puts runners on the corners for Hickman. And let's look at Hickman's card. Get these out of the way, murderer's row here. He walks, loads the bases for Sano. Might as well put his card up here, since the base is loaded 2 out, to see what old Mr. Sano can do, and he pops the first off of the pitcher's card. So a whole lot of nothing for the Cubs there in the first frame. Bob Berta, 1-5, homer 1-4, fly ball, he flies out. Simmons, 58, center. Sadakis, 1-8 to walk. Willie McGee, 68, is going to be a single to center. Slow-footed Sadakis holds second for Ozzie Smith. Base hit to center. And the ultimate irony is that these speedy guys can't advance because Sadakis is clogging up the bases. They're loaded with 2 outs, and it's Lou Brock. 57 is a K. Another blown opportunity. Gary Jestad filling in for Kessinger today. Grounds the third. Dernier, 46, single 1-3. Off the Taylor card is a base hit. Now Dernier has some speed of his own, and he's going to challenge the Simmons arm, and he's safe. No T rating there. Hundley. This guy's the center. Runner at second for Matthews. Flies it in right. This is Berta. Oh, he's not good. That's going to be a base hit off Berta. Cubs take the early lead. Gross, 39. Flies right. Wally Backman, 54. second X. This is Beckert. He's a 2E10. Makes the play. Hernandez, 45 is a strikeout. And Torre, 2-6 single. Berta with 2 outs. This is going to be a single. And with 2 outs, Simmons pops to third. Len Beckert, 311. Flies to right. Billy Williams walks. Hickman, 65, second sig. Runner second with 2 outs for Sano. Hit by the pitch. 2 on for Gary Gstad. Flies to left. We got a 1-0 game in the 4th. Sadakis walks. McGee, 2-6. Let's look at Willie McGee's card. This is the year before he would win the MVP in 1985. And unfortunately for Willie McGee, we won't continue into that season, as this will be his last year as the league ends in 1984 in my carryover. It's one of the disadvantages, is that you don't get to see these great stars from the mid-80s continue their careers and watch them blossom. I do have a set of 1985 cards, I just don't use them anymore. Willie McGee gets the single, puts runners on the corners. I got to bring it up for the A-bunting Ozzie Smith, who lines a short. They're still up for Lou Brock. He strikes out. And with 2 outs, Wally Backman, 43 first. But it's going to be Gross, who's not very good at first. He's a 4E11. They need a big play here out of Gray Gross. And he gets it. Gray Gross makes the play, and Fergie Jenkins pitches out of the jam. Still 1-0 Cubs. Dernier, that's going to be a base hit. He's going to try another steal, and he's successful. Runner at second for Hundley. 1-7. Look at Randy Hundley's card, and there it is. Homer 1-13. Fly ball. That's a 2-run shot, and the Cubs are moving on up. They got a 3-0 lead. Gary Matthews, 2-5. Base hit. Gray Gross lines a third. Beckert, 56, is a base hit and a left. Matthews got some wheels. He's going to take on the +1 armor Brock, and he gets to third. They got to bring it up for Billy Williams. It's getting out of hand here. He walks. Chuck Taylor is a starter 8. He's running out of gas here in the 4th. They're going to bring it up for Hickman, and it didn't really matter. 1-1 double. We saw the card earlier. That's going to be a double. Billy Williams, sure, he'll try and score from first on a double. And he does. 1 out for rerun double where Billy Williams scores from first. We got a 6-0 game. Ron Sano, a base hit to right field. One more batter, and this guy's going to be an early break. Gary Gstad rolls to the pitcher, and it's 7-0 Cubs. And the nightmare season of the Cardinals rolls mercilessly on. Hernandez, 1-6. Double. Torre, first C. Alright, they'll play back. They'll give up the run, but he strikes out. Ted Simmons, and these guys are right. Let's see. Chuck Taylor. Hey, you want to give the bullpen some work in a sweep? My goodness. Is that where we're at right now? Alright, yeah, we'll give the bullpen some work in the sweep. Bob Lacey comes on in the 5th. No reason to flash up really pitchers' cards, and unless it's going to be competitive later. Gary Matthews, right? No, Dernier, excuse me, leads off this inning. Fouls out to the catcher. Oh, we got an injury, so that might help. Dernier has to leave with an injury. Matthews was DH. He'll play left, and I think Hickman can play center. Can he not? Yeah, Hickman will play center, and Matthews will play right. Ernie Banks will come in, and, Gary Gstad will play short. Excuse me, Kessinger will play short. And Gstad moves to DH. Hundley, 1 out. 47, base hit. Gary Matthews, 6'10", third X. Torrey's a 4E26, ground ball C. Runner moves to second. And batting for Gross, hey, they'll bring their defense in early if we're going to hook for starter early. That'll empty the Cubs bench then, almost. Ernie Banks will come in for Gross. Play first base, where he plays pretty well defensively. He bounces one to short. This is Ozzie Smith, who's a Gold Glover himself, and he makes the play. 5 innings in the books. Fergie working on a 7-0 shutout. Bill Sadakis, 1-4. Let's check out Sadakis' card. That's gone. 14 homers for the Dodgers in 1970, in half a season. And it's 7-1. Willie McGee, 67, 1-9, lines out. Ozzie Smith, 46 is the K. Lou Brock, 67, single 1-9, lines out again. All right, Lacey against Becker. We'll give you another inning. 1-3. This guy's a left. Billy Williams, 35 is a single. Hickman, 35 is a walk. You know, how much? Yeah, he'll come out after inning and a third. I mean, the Cardinals are fighting, man. They're trying. They can't steal bases because they're always down by too many runs. So Waddell comes on to face Ron Santo with 2 men on in the 6th. 66 is going to be a walk. They're loaded. G-Stad, B bunter against a righty. Sure. Throw up and hold, they'll hit away. 44 center sack. And with 2 outs, it's Kessinger. And Kessinger with runner will hit a base hit in the center field. Hickman at 11, now he'll hold. So he holds up and the bases are loaded with 2 outs, and here's Randy Hundley again. 1-9, again a hit off his card, base hit to right. They'll leave him loaded, another run scores. Gary Matthews. 2-10's a walk, another run scores. It's getting pretty gross here in Wrigley Field. It's now 10-1 with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Ernie Banks bounces it short. 10-1, 7th inning. Cardinals got their luggage packed up here. They have plans for the All-Star break to do some traveling, apparently, instead of working on their pitching and fundamentals and all that wonderful stuff. Fergie Jenkins in the 7th inning. You know, he's going to take the day off here. 6 innings is fine. Look at Larry Gura. We'll give his bullpen some work. But Gura comes on in the 7th. And the Cardinals will rotate through their bench here, too. Backman leaves. We'll go to Julian Javier in the 7th. 67 is going to be a double base hit off the Gura card. Hernandez, 2-7's a K. Joe Torre, 57's a walk. Batting for Berta will be Mr. Flood, Mr. Kurt Flood. 1-2 for Flood, fouls the catcher. And with 2 outs, it'll be Simmons. Ted Simmons bounces the 3rd. Wow. Stretch time. And the band's fading out during the stretch. But anyway, this is Curtis Mayfield from the, I guess the record's called Curtis. It's a picture of him in that great yellow outfit, yellow jacket and pants, and sitting on the beach or something like that. It's a pretty cool looking album cover. I'll flash it up here real quick if I can. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, 7th inning stretch time. Trying to find things to entertain here in a 10-1 laugher. Waddell will go another inning. It's going to be Beckert. 6-12 pitcher. Carlos Williams guys are right, and Hickman bounces a short. Ozzie Smith makes the play. All right, Gura will go another one. Batting for Sadakis will be Dave Duncan. Dave Duncan K's. Willie McGee. That's going to be a base hit. Ozzie Smith. Single 1 line out. And Lou Brock is a K. Bottom of the 8th. And we have... Geez, let's go with... we'll have Bruce Sutter come on in the 8th inning just to get some work in. The underused closer for the Cardinals, who doesn't get to close many games. Sano, 58, short X. Another, it's going to be G-Stad, 56 is a K. And Kessinger, 2-6, pops a short. All right, we're in the 9th inning. Let's see. We'll have Hank Aguirre finish this one. Well, that's something remarkable that's never happened before in Strat-O-Matic happens. The Cubs will be over 500, and now they got a shot. They were out of it before, but a 4-game sweep over the cellar-dwelling Cardinals can restore the Cubs. Scott Center. Some momentum for the second half. Base hit. 2-1, 1 out. Flood. Catcher's card. Hunley's a 1. Foul out. And we're down to our final batter, Ted Simmons. 69, single 1 of 12. He singles. They're loaded for Dave Duncan. 58, short X. This is Kessinger. 2 or 3. 2E23. He's a 2. 23. Ball game. There it is. Mercy. We are done here in Wrigley Field. 4-game sweep. Cardinals just took the Cubs took the Cardinals to the woodshed here. So Aguirre gives up 2 hits and a walk in his 1 inning. Larry Gura hit a walk and a K. 2 hits a walk and 3 Ks. 2 hits a walk and 3 Ks. Fergie, he was all right. There you go. The Cardinals 1 run on 12 hits. It's not going to work. Can't steal bases, -3 arm. In this particular instance, they stole their first base. Lou Brock did in the first inning. They never had another attempt until they were down by 7. That's not going to work. 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. Suter struck out a guy. Waddell came in to face Sano. 2 hits, a run, and 2 walks. And Lacey. A hit, 2 runs, a walk, 2 hits, 2 runs and a walk, and Chuck Taylor did everything else. He was awful. 10 hits and 7 runs. It was all earned. 4 walks, no strikeouts. There's your. Oh, we're missing a number here. So right here, the word correct comes up when I do get a reconciliation. So I have a crooked number somewhere. Oh, I got the wrong number of hits for Chuck Taylor. 10. There he is. So see that now I see correct. So I saw it. That should have been 10 before I had a 1 in there. So that's how you make sure you don't get reconciliation errors when you do this, when you score it by hand. 10, 14, 1, 12. There it is. 4-game sweep. This latest batch of divisional games where the cellar dweller is involved shows that it's easier to sink to the basement than rise to the top. And the cellar dwellers, we saw the Angels just give up the other day. We saw Las Vegas give up most recently as well. And so here we are. Cubs, year to date, they are now 14-13, and they have a chance. They have a chance of getting back in this. You got the Reds are 14-9, so they're 2 games behind the Reds, and they're just a half game. No, they would be 1 full game behind the Pirates. So the Cubs are hitting .296 to a .349 ERA. Man, they should have a better win-loss record than that. That's some good stats there. And the Cardinals, 9-19. What's troubling is the .256 batting average, because you figured this kind of team with speed, you need to get on base to use those wheels. .256 batting average, a .506 team ERA. It's been a disaster. Bob Gibson has 5 of the 9 wins for the Cardinals this year. That's it from the National League North. Hope you've enjoyed this. We'll catch you again next time.